What's going on, Planet S.O.N family? It's your main man, JD. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button for me. This is Drinks with JD. My main man, Jorge G.
What's up, bro?
Thank you so much for being here, my brother. I
Thank you, bro.
appreciate you. No, I appreciate you, man. It's been a long time in the making. Because, I mean, we've been talking about this for a while, and I'm just happy that we're finally able to sit down together. Since it's our first time sitting down together, can you please introduce yourself to the Planet S.O.N audience? Can you please let them know who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
All right. My name is Jorge Galaz. As far as my music, I go by Jorge G. And I've been doing music since I was 13. I just turned 40, so almost 30 years on and off. But I just picked it up about a couple years ago. And yeah, man, I was born in LA, but I represent San Diego. I've been here since I was 9 years old.
There you go. There you go. Okay. Well, you know how you just mentioned, you're from San Diego. What part of San Diego did you grow up in?
South Bay, Palm Avenue, Main Street, Chula Vista area, South San Diego.
Okay. Also, so we could get to know you better, what schools did you go to?
In San Diego, I went to Waters Lincoln Elementary School, which is off Palm Avenue, and my middle school was Hilltop, and my high school was Hilltop.
Okay.
So I went to Hilltop Middle, Hilltop High School.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Now, what brought you guys to LA when your family moved you guys down here?
Okay, so I was born in LA, and my mom moved to TJ like maybe a year right after I was born, and I lived down there for a bit.
Oh, wow.
But then we had family in LA. She had her sisters and stuff, and we moved back to LA, like Montebello area. Wow. And we lived with them for quite a few years before we moved down here to San Diego. Yeah. So it was, they were there, straight living the dream act.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah. So you mentioned how, you guys lived in Tijuana as well. Right. Where are your parents from?
My mom, she's from Jalisco, Guadalajara. Yeah. And my dad is from Veracruz.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Now, growing up, did you go visit sometimes?
When I was littler, bro, when I was smaller, I did, but I haven't gone in so many years. Okay. I mean, I still go down south, but not deep as where I grew up at. Okay. I mean, where my parents grew up at.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So what actually brought you guys to San Diego? Like, your parents were just like, you know what, this is a city where we need to be.
My dad, he got some work down here. Okay. So when I was 10 years old, we moved down here, and he got some work down here and moved because of his job.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, growing up in San Diego, besides the music, what else were you interested in?
I played a lot of baseball since I was a kid. Played basketball, so I was a lot into sports. And just sports and music was my life as a kid. Okay. So I played baseball since I was probably about 7. Yeah. Basketball since I was about 8. No doubt. And I played that till I was about 15, 16 years old. That's when I quit sports.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. And then that's when you started just pursuing the music?
Well, when I was 15, I started working.
Okay. And you were like, yo, I want to go ahead and hustle, and obviously you can't dedicate your time to the sports.
Right, exactly, bro. When I was 15, I started working at Subway. Oh, okay. And then I would take my paychecks and use a lot of them to get beats and record my music and then hustle it on the streets.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, after following you and also listening to your music, I know that you're a veteran. Can you speak about that?
Yeah, I tried joining the military in my early 20s. Okay. And I wasn't able to get in for a few reasons. So I didn't join the military actually until I was 30 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I joined the Army National Guard. But it was a pretty active unit. We got deployed. We did the riots. We did the fires. Yeah. So it was a good experience. Okay. And I did my 8 years, but I just recently got out about a year and a half ago.
Okay. Yeah. No doubt. So do you think that, the Army, do you think that it helped you become more structured and disciplined in different aspects in your life?
Well, yeah, bro, because look, when I joined the military, like I said, I was 30. Yeah. So, I went in there with the mentality like, these drill sergeants ain't going to mess with me. Yeah. And they're not going to teach me anything, but I was way wrong, bro. It was like, I had guys younger than me breaking me down, Oh, wow. And so, yeah, big time, bro. It was, I'm definitely happy I did it.
Okay.
I went in there thinking that I was ahead of the game, but it introduced me to a different part of life that, you know, we don't see out here and we don't know about out here.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
Now, when choosing to go into the National Guard, was there, let's say, a thought of joining active duty?
There was, but my unit was active enough. We kept getting called up for so many things, you know.
Fair enough.
We did missions in Guatemala.
Wow.
We were in Saudi Arabia. We were in Qatar. We were in Kuwait. So I felt like we were called up so much, it felt like active duty.
No doubt.
And I would have stayed in, and I would have gone active, but I had issues with my son growing up.
Okay.
Every time I left, you know, things happen where I like, you know what, I gotta stay part-time.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, it's better to, like, let's say, as far as when you compare National Guard Reserve and active duty, the National Guard and Reserve allows you more time with your family, at least, you know, just depending on what you do. Also, would you recommend, let's say, young kids out there watching to join the military?
It's not for everybody, like they say.
Yeah.
But I think if you're determined to really be a patriot, you know, and really put it down for a country that puts it down for you.
Yes.
Because a lot of people think that this country, you know, they complain and stuff, but they haven't been around. They don't know this country. You know, it's definitely built on the backs of soldiers and warriors and stuff. So, yeah, if you feel like you love the United States, put it down. But it's not for everybody.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah. Well, as a fellow veteran myself,
that's right.
Thank you for your service, my brother.
But what service were you in, bro?
I was 10-year active duty Air Force.
Nice, man. All right. That's right.
All right, my brother. So let's take it to music. Right. Who were your influences growing up when it comes to music?
There's so many. You know, it's broad from Tupac to Nas to Kid Frost to Little Rob to you know, so many different groups. Yes. I was very versatile with it. Yeah. But definitely my favorite is Tupac, DMX, Exhibit. Then rappers, you know, Mexican rappers like Shadow and Frost, like I mentioned before. But I was all over the place. Yes. To Scarface. No doubt. All over the place, you know, with the music.
That's what I'm talking about.
As far as the rap went. Yeah.
Now, you just mentioned Little Rob, right? Our San Diego legend, right?
Right.
I know, well, through following you as well, you actually opened up for Little Rob.
Right, yeah.
And you were posting pictures with him, and you were able to meet him. Yeah. How was that, especially since you just mentioned how he influenced you growing up?
A really good experience, bro. Yeah. He was really cool. Took time to chop it up and talk and level down. Yeah. So I was really happy to, you know, share a platform with him that day, and it was definitely a privilege. Yeah, he was down to earth and really cool dude.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Now, one of your albums, right? It's called Street Poetry, right? Now, is that how you got into writing rhymes? Did you start writing poetry first?
Yeah, I sure did. About age 9, I started writing poetry. Wow. About age 9, so that's why I call the company I'm starting to build up is called Street Poet Productions. Okay. So yeah, I definitely started writing poetry as a young kid.
What got you into it?
I was always attracted to rhymes, you know. Okay. Even when I remember being 6, 7, every time there was anything to do with poetry, I love finding the word that rhymed with the word at the end of the line, you know.
No doubt.
So I always been into rhymes. That's always been my thing.
Okay. Yeah. Now, when, let's say, how you just mentioned how you were 9 years old, right? And you were writing your poets or your poems, and you took them to your family, right? Like, did they encourage you? Like, yeah, man, Jorge, keep writing.
Daygo.